It's been quite a while since we did any filming whatsoever, but we have started a brand new project. You can see behind me. I've got some footage from the last couple of weeks and I'm going to get you guys all up to speed with this job right now. I mean, personally, there's nothing worse than spending all night in IKEA. Honestly, I would have rather stayed at work later. So as mentioned, we are starting this new extension. It's going to be a double-storey extension with over 17 steels in, which is unbelievable. All the machines have been delivered. I am designated machine driver. Believe it or not, I have got a license for some of this stuff. We are going to start digging the main foundations in a little while. And use the dumper to fill a big 16-yard skip we've got coming later on. So a lot of digging today, so we're going to get stuck in. Ooh, baby! So let me show you how we've been getting on. Then we're digging the main foundation now. We've got a massive pad there because we've got some big steels there, and then this leg, and then that leg returns over there because that's the main extension, and then goes all the way down to the face of the house and then returns. So a big old extension, yeah boy! So we've pretty much filled up the 16-yard skip already, so we're just trying to work some waste management right now. Charlie's moving all the dirt of that. Try and get a few extra loads in here. 500 quid each these are.
Take all credit for my digging.
So we are finally ready for pouring the concrete. Now we had a couple more extra days digging out all of the foundations. Where I'm stood right now, you can see a massive underpin. This is because we've got some steel legs, like a goalpost system. One here, another goalpost over there, and we're having a massive steel on top forming the goalpost. I'm going to put these castles under the mesh right now just to elevate it so the concrete goes under, but overall the dig went pretty well. Today the concrete is coming. We've got 3 wagons and a pump turning up today. 50 tons of concrete, so should be actually a really easy day. 50 tons with a pump, it's no bother. Footings are all in, everything like that, and right now we are working on getting the back of this house out and propped. So this morning all I've done is puncture a load of holes in the back of the house so I can thread these needles through. These are called prop pals. I've used them in the past. Really decent bit of kit. We're using 4.5 metre acros because the ceilings on this house are so high and the ground level and the extension is actually really low. We've got massive steels obviously coming to take the entire back of the house and this side, and we also have a goalpost system which I'll go over later on. Lots of knocking about today and over the next couple of days. It'll be nice to get some bricks down. The last time we laid bricks was months ago. Probably lay bricks maybe once or twice every 10 days, which is not really a problem because I'm doing stuff like this, which is also what I enjoy. So yeah, barely any bricklaying. at the moment, just knocking things about, but this is quite decent. This is why I wouldn't enter something like Super Trowel, because I don't lay bricks ever. I mainly knock around houses, which is also quite a cool skill to have, because not many bricklayers can do things like this. It's more of a general building sort of thing. So let me bring you in close and I'll show you how we're propping everything. Right, Acro's 900 spacings, so that's what the holes are with the prop pals going through. I've just made sure that this Acro is plumb this way and the other way. I've done the same to the big Acro outside, and then all we have done is just twist it and crank it right up. It won't move anymore. We've also put a spreader, which is really important. It helps disperse the weight. Obviously, we're going to be lifting a ton between both of these Acros, okay? They're going to be lifting quite a lot of weight. We need to disperse that weight over this timber floor. Our prop pals have been threaded through the building. I've cranked this foot down just on some bricks, and the Acro is right below this. So the Acro is pushing up, this is pushing down, the Acro outside is pushing up. So all of this brickwork is now supported. These prop pals are rated for 1050 kilos they can hold, so a ton and 50 kilos. We're still figuring out the logistics of getting this steel in. The steel is 7.5 meters long. It's 350 mil deep. And the thickness of the steel is 35 mil. So yeah, an inch and a bit. And there's 2 of them to go in. So the weight of that steel, I was trying to work it out myself, probably looking at about 750 kilos, about 100 kilos per metre. So yeah, heavy. We thought about using a crane, but now I've got the Acros in, which need to be in to support the house. I can't crane the steel in and then scoop the steel into place because the Acros are going to be in the way. So we're trying to figure out exactly what to do. Any suggestions, let us know. But at the moment, we're leaning towards a couple of small forklifts, which should be able to go on the uneven terrain we've got outside, and hopefully have the lifting capacity to pick the steel up. So it's been a couple of hours since I last filmed, and you can see that we've got all the prop pals finally in, and everything is just about lifting off. So this is what we're after when we start using equipment like this. When we crank up the Acro here and on the inside, we want to see a slight separation. This means that this entire system has got the weight of this brickwork. Another perfect example. So these props now have the weight of the entire back of the house, which in all fairness isn't even that much because there's a couple of windows in it, nothing too crazy. So we've dropped 30 course of brick on this back. Yeah, not one brick has really fell. We've had a couple go there really, but only because the mortar is so just knackered and tired. But yeah, the props are holding the entire building really nicely. So at the moment today I'm probably just going to be continuing to make a big mess and then have a massive tidy up tomorrow. Moving about old buildings, it's just about confidence and having trust in your tools, really. I know the props are spaced correctly. I know how much pressure they're pushing up. Each one's pushing half a ton each, so we've got 2 tons of a ton of force in each prop pal. And I'm well aware, like, it can be a bit sketchy, but because I've probably done this about 50 times, you just get more and more confident. So there's some people who would hate to do this, whereas I'm kind of just on autopilot. It's just about, like I say, trusting the tools and trusting your methods, making sure that your Acros are on something solid so they don't collapse down, just making sure everything's right. Take that time in the morning to make sure everything's bang on, and then you're laughing. So a bit more noise, a bit more chaos, and then probably get out of here and leave all the tidying up for someone else tomorrow. So for those people who may not have done this before or propped a building before, this is how we do it. We have a 900 space between these two. That's basically your maximum width you want to go apart between your props. 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. What I like to do is put a prop in the middle of a perp joint. You see that? Right in the middle of a perp joint. And then this prop is supporting this half the brick, which is supporting that half the brick, which is supporting this half, and then if we work that back down, it's supported again. So if we were going to lose any bricks, it's only going to be these few here. Another example, the props were a little bit further apart here. 1, 2, 3, 4 supported, bring that back down, supported, so we lost this little section. Again here, supported, 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 supported. If we were going to lose anything, it'd be these 3, 6 bricks there. So you can see we've pretty much dropped the entire back of the house, bar the top 15 or so course. Quite an easy day. Well, a bit hard setting up all the acros and cocktails on my own, but nothing too crazy and nothing I can't handle. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully this house is still standing. There we go, that was pretty easy. We took the entire back of the house out now, so the back skin came out in about 45-30 minutes. Yeah, the entire back of the house ended up coming out in about 45 minutes. So everything is dropped. Now we're just waiting for a skip exchange so we can actually start clearing away some of the bricks. Overall, not too bad. Cool as a cucumber. Going to trust your equipment. So hopefully now, after all of that, you are up to date with our new job. And unfortunately for me, even though I said someone else would have to clear all this up, the skip's just turned up on this very rainy Wednesday afternoon, and I've got to clear all this up right now.
Cliff, thank you so much for sparing the time to come on to the show.
Well, I didn't think we'd actually get it done, but the skip turned up at 11. It is now 2:30. And Kyle and I cleaned up the entire back of the house and filled it into a skip. So, pretty decent day. So now I will catch you in the next one.